Adonis. Adonis always assumes he'll succeed in everything he does. He visualizes conquering important challenges and he practices in his mind when his body is too fatigued. And so he conquers those challenges. Visualization's dead ass work, but I know it seems like some kind of law of attraction, manifestation bullshit. It's not. If you can put your trust in me, I promise you that if you consistently do visualizations, you will dominate your competition. My name is Hamza. I help young men go through the Jeffrey to Adonis transformation through self-improvement. You're clearly interested in that, scroll down right now, click on the subscribe and the post notification button. So there's two types of visualizations that we can do. There's a long-term and a short-term. So this is exactly what you do for the long-term visualizations. Think of the goals that you've currently set yourself and write down the end point, the result, the vanity metric of that goal. X money that you want to make, X subscribers. So for this example, we'll go with 50,000 subscribers because that was exactly the visualization that I was just doing up until recently. Write down that moment and detail exactly what that experience will be like when you achieve that goal. You can write down the environment around you, the people around you, the very specific expressions that you're going to have on your face, how you almost are zooming in your focus into like the one point, the wrinkles of your eyes as you smile. Go into detail. Next, close your eyes and start to visualize that exact moment that you achieved that goal. Act as if you're achieving it right now. Think about everything that went into achieving this goal. The goal you haven't achieved just yet, you're going to achieve it like 6 months from now. So you're almost imagining that you're 6 months into the future and you're achieving that goal right now into your mind. Think about all the effort that you've put in and the person that you had to be to achieve this goal. Now, every time you do this long-term visualization, you become that person that you needed to be for 5 minutes. That is very powerful. And for the short-term visualization, if you want a quick benefit to something that's happening today, let's say a social situation, you're about to walk into a party, or maybe you've got a competition like a fight in a martial art. This time you're going to visualize that experience that's probably going to happen today, exactly how you want it to go, but within the realms of realistic possibility. This was Conor McGregor's visualization.
I was asking you on Thursday about his right hand.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what you told me?
I said his right hand would get him into trouble. It's the shot I predicted. I said he'd overload on his right hand. I said I'd slip. I said I'd bang the left hook. And that's what happened.
How do you do that? How do you predict these
if
things?
you can see it here, and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen. So I see these shots, I see these sequences, and I don't shy away from them.
He visualized himself getting taken to the floor. He didn't have this huge level of arrogance saying that he wouldn't get hit at all. He visualized himself in a realistic position but still coming out on top. So for you, visualize yourself walking into this party and being 50% more social, smiling, feeling happy and confident than you normally would be. So that was exactly how to do the visualizations with no bullshit. We've got to discuss, does this actually work? Is this worth your time? I truly believe it is. Visualizations benefit from the act of planning and practicing. It's like mental practice, and mental practice is as important as physical practice. And so think about this. What's really interesting is that whatever we imagine, whatever we visualize, our mind and our body think it's real. That's why something like anxiety is so painful, because we truly feel like it's real right now. When we get an anxious thought of something bad that could happen, our body reacts, puts us into fight or flight, our cortisol kicks up, our blood spikes. What we imagine, our body starts to think that it's real. And so if we visualize that we've been working really hard recently and we're really proud of ourselves, we'll be more likely to induce that personality into us, and that will be like the positive feedback loop that actually leads to the hard work. Because put it this way, you can imagine something sexy and then get an erection. You can get hard just from your thoughts. Every guy could, like, as long as you've got like healthy T levels, but you get what I mean. So your body interpreted that sexy thought to be real, and it sent all the blood to your little pee-pee. Because your body interpreted that thought, because your body interpreted that thought and actually thought, I'm speaking like a today, but I need to visualize. I'm going to say the next sentence perfectly. Because your body interpreted that thought to be real, but nothing actually happened in real life. In real life, you were still sat there lonely and sexually deprived because no woman wants your ugly ass, but your little pee-pee still got hard. And so every morning I voluntarily give myself depression and anxiety and stress and loneliness. To come up with the scripts for my videos, what I do is something which I call avatar journaling, where I put myself into somewhat of a trance state. I get my journal out, I listen to the songs that I used to listen to in this time many years ago, and I'll sit there and I'll visualize being younger Hamza again and feeling the pain that he feels, feeling the loneliness that he feels, the rejections that he felt, the stress and the headache of his self-improvement problems. I visualize that and I get so many ideas for these videos, but I feel the pain. And in fact, let me show you the journal, because I found this very, very interesting. When I do this, I've noticed something that's so interesting. My handwriting gets worse. So I visualize myself as younger Hamza, as college Hamza, who's 18 years old, and I'm imagining his problems. When I was 18 something years old, my handwriting was pretty trash. And when I do this practice, my handwriting goes back to being trash. And one of the things, I've literally just done it there. See that little mark? I used to do this shit being in school. Sometimes I'd start daydreaming and I'd literally just start drawing just random shapes. And I started to do that shit on this journal. My handwriting's absolutely looks trash, but that's exactly how my handwriting used to look like when I was in college. I found that very interesting, and it's another thing that's made me believe that visualizations truly do work. Because I imagined myself with this body. This is what I look like. I imagined myself with this body 7 years ago. I visualized that I would be 65 with a jacked body, and I would be entering this gym that I would always go to, that I would know everyone there. And so that meant that I have to continue weightlifting for the rest of my life. So set a goal. Visualize yourself achieving the end point of that goal. Induce the personality you needed to achieve that goal into yourself right now, and then mentally practice. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.